Hey everybody, my name is Dalton from the Steam Machine Podcast, and you are listening to Dane and Jeff's Meaty Dumps. Wait, what? Oh, you are listening to Dane and Jeff's Media Dump. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Pretty sure that my 8-year-old is currently speed running to be a future abusive girlfriend for somebody. Let me explain.
All right. Not what I was expecting. Let's hear.
So when all of this starts, I'm in the bathroom, minding my own business, taking a shit.
As one does.
And I hear, as I flip off the bidet, which was very cold and brisk, it is very cold right now. I hear the bedroom door slam because I was in the master bath. And my wife go, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Oh great, what's going on?" So I pat my beehole dry and I step out. I'm like, "What's going on?" And I hear my daughter pounding on the door before my wife has had any chance to explain. My daughter is screaming, "I'm going to break this door down. You can't do this to me. I know where the key is. I will come in there. I won't stand for this. I'm trying to help you. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. I shouldn't have done that. Can you just let me in before I break this door down?" Pounding on the door. She backs up, gets a run and go. Thum. I'm sorry, Mom. Can you forgive me? I shouldn't have. That was uncalled for.
Could you just please open this fucking door?
Just back and forth between "you have no idea of the hell I will bring you" and "I'm so sorry. Can you forgive me? I can change."
Dude, hold on. Dude, what? Oh my God, what Adam Sandler movie was it? Was it Big Daddy?
No. It was Happy Gilmore.
Was it when he goes up to the thing and he's like, "Fuck you, I fucking hate you, you stupid bitch." And he goes, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean none of that."
It's Happy Gilmore.
Amazing, dude. That's tremendous.
Now, if your daughter started doing that to you,
oh no,
I'm just like, okay, what have you been watching or what have you been eating?
All right, so rewind a second. She does think that it's to her a funny prank to walk up and just and lick somebody wherever she can reach. And that is my fault because one time, to annoy my wife and my daughter saw it, I went in like I was going to kiss my wife on the cheek, and she holds it out, and I just lick her from chin to eyebrow.
Done
and
that before. Yep.
And I just look at her like, "You're mine now," and walk away. So now my daughter thinks that's an epic prank, bro. So you'll be standing in line, armful of oranges and whatever bullshit that she's decided that she had to have out of the produce department. She'll just walk up and lick you from elbow to armpit. Like, why are you being so damn weird? And my wife will look at me, "Because she's your daughter. You do that stupid shit." I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair." But yeah, apparently what started the entire, "I'm going to break down the door. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?" Back and forth was we've had a cold going through the house, which, if I'm sounding a little bit more bassy, yeah, I'm fighting it right now. And my daughter was convinced that if she could get my wife to eat one of her frozen Go-Gurts out of the freezer, that would soothe her throat and make her feel better. That's what it was all over. And my wife goes, "I don't want it." And there was just a series of escalations. Dalton is dying right now.
It's just because that's so.
And I have a freaked out look with face. So Dalton is dying from laughter, and I'm just staring at Dane, just like, What the hell is going on in your family?
Before my wife stormed into the bedroom, apparently my daughter had grabbed a little popsicle stick from her craft kit and was trying to crab it in my wife's mouth to press her tongue down so she could force frozen yogurt in there to make her feel better.
Oh my god. Okay, so the reason why I'm laughing so hard is because it's such a wholesome reason for her to be flipping out. Where like in my head I'm like, she got her game taken away, or her toys got taken away for being bad.
She just saw something on YouTube, something like that.
And
No,
I have dated girls who are let's just say like that, where they just fucking freak out on you and they be like, I'm sorry, I'm just blah, 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 blah. But then they just go right back to freaking out on you. It's never been a wholesome reason. So like that's just so, I don't know, that's just so funny that she's just like, damn it, mother, I'm trying to save your life, let me in so I can give you Go-Gurt. It's got vitamins, god damn it, vitamins. You need vitamin C.
Well, I guess the fact that me and my wife are very aggressively affectionate probably doesn't help anything. And I mean that in the sense, not that, I'm trying to plow her in the middle of the road or something, but like I would just walk in the room and very angrily and accusatory, like, hey, I love you, god damn it. And, that's my daughter's baseline is dad screams that he loves mom while he's cussing at her.
And that's why you hit her in the face when it's
in
dark.
My head, your daughter's going to be like 16 and have a crush on a boy. And she's going to walk up to him, kiss him, slap him in the head and be like, you're fucking cute. You know that? And walk off. And that's going to be her flirting.
Probably.
They're at prom. Hey, give me some yogurt. Frozen.
And you, dance with me. Yes, ma'am.
Well, see, when she was a baby, my wife didn't want her to get her clothes instantly stained every time we bought her new clothes. So whenever she had swapped from bottle to solid foods, this really early on, we had one of those little bumbo seats instead of a high chair. So my wife would rip her shirt off, park her in the bumbo seat, and feed her. So, food gets everywhere. Well, guess what? It's just skin. Wipe her off, throw her clothes back on, and go. Yeah. To the point that whenever she got a little bit older, but still not, still really clumsy, whenever she was hungry, she'd walk up and, not point at her mouth, rip her shirt off, and be like, feed me. And my mom made the joke of, she's either going to be a really popular first date or a really, really disturbing one if y'all don't break this habit quick. And that day, my wife quit stripping my daughter down to feed her.
Yeah. All it takes is that thought in your head. Just being like, yo!
Sitting down with a boy at a McDonald's, like, awesome, I love burgers.
Oh my goodness, dude. Fucking tremendous.
You would get a lot of calls from the police. Again? I just got you out of jail 2 days ago. And this was because of a Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh. Fatherhood's fun.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? Like, you meet a girl, and let's say just for the story, or for the instance of this story, this woman that you meet is well endowed in that area, and she's just like, oh, I'm hungry. Pulls off her shirt, and you just have to be like, yeah, me too. It's like, what else can you say in that moment except like,
smart save phrasing that is, let's say for instance, there is a woman. Good job not saying that about my daughter.
Yes, that's why I was making it very clear that we're talking about another lady while we're having that discussion.
An older lady.
That very clear.
An older lady.
Yes. 60. A 60-year-old woman.
Who's well endowed.
Well, her tits would still be in her, never mind.
Yeah. Go on,
Knocking the
roll 'em
knees.
back up. What's that? Because once you see one woman naked, you want to see the rest of them naked.
We're really not helping Finn's assessment of the show. Big boobs, lol.
Yeah. Hi, Finn. We love you too.
And speaking of saggy, sad titties, welcome to Dane and Jeff's Media Dump. I'm your host, Mr. L. Dane Puzzles Esquire, Mr. Puzzles for short, Dane for shorter, and with me today, I'm reusing last week's intros since we didn't get to hear him last time. More on that later. You love him, you hate him. He's a loud duck, angry, sentient pair of giant testicles attached to a very, very grumpy man, Mr. Grumpy Jeff. Jeff, how you doing?
Two things. One, fuck you, Mick. I'm not watching South Park. Two, I still can't believe we watched a movie with Wilford Brimley without a mustache.
Fuck you, Jeff.
Wait, that was Wilford Brimley?
Fuck you, Jeff. And fuck you too, Dane. Fuck you both.
And I'm sure you recognize that voice.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh,
Yeah,
the man, the myth. If looks could kill, we'd all be lightly bruised. The steam machine, Dalton.
That would be me.
The
Enjoy
girthiest one of them all.
When you look at me, you suddenly feel an Indian burn on your forearm form. That's me, motherfucker. Enjoy. Hello. I've already laughed a lot. It's like my face already hurts, and we're just doing the show intro. This is good.
We've only been recording for 17 minutes.
A lot of me laughing in this 17-minute track, I promise. Oh, how are you, Dane?
Well, I mean, I guess we could go ahead and get haha Dalton found an error out early.
I found a big one. There was a big error with last episode.
404 episode not out.
Yeah, we released the T-Rex.
So, if you're listening chronologically, you might remember that the last episode we did, like a month ago.
It's been like a month or so. It's
been a while.
Month and a half. Next time we'll be doing the thing. And if you're looking at the title of this one, you're probably thinking that's not the thing. So here's the thing.
Here's the thing. There, we just discussed it. So we don't need to go into any further.
So we still have Dalton's audio. We still have Jeff's audio. But I talked a lot, and guess whose audio we don't have anymore?
No. Don't say it's just like, like the one time we recorded. It's just like, somehow I'm recording your voice, and somehow your soundboard wasn't recording you. What episode was that?
Oh, wasn't that
Fuck, I can't remember. I don't.
You guys
listen
did
to
when
our
you
show.
guys did Citizen Kane? Wasn't that Citizen Kane?
No, we did Citizen Kane around that time because we were both just kind of out of fucks after that bullshit. Which is probably for the best that we lost my audio on that one because I said some, even for me, very inflammatory things.
That's saying something.
But yeah, lost power in mid-render for the episode, and because I was a dumbass, I accidentally exported the episode on top of my original audio backup file, which normally wouldn't be a big deal because Audacity's really good at recovering, but for whatever reason, every time I tried to recover the project, which wasn't saved properly, it just would lock up and never actually recover the audio. So the thing is our very first official fully lost episode because I've tried listening to the Jeff and Dalton tracks by themselves to see if I could just post it sans me, and where I didn't shut the fuck up it makes no goddamn sense.
So that might be a Patreon release one day.
So, we'll throw some snippets in there. That's probably where our stinger will come from for this episode, because there were a couple of beautiful moments that do still stand out with just Dalton and Jeff.
And that's what matters.
But
and try not to feel too bad about it. Like, it's happened to me. It's happened to Steam Machine episodes. It's happened to me before. So Audacity, sometimes if you have too many open at once, just likes to crash. I know that because I like to open up, like, you'll see the blocks of of vocal covers that I post. It's like I record all of those at once. So I'll have 6 or 7 of them open and I'll get them all recorded. And I have learned when I'm done recording and I'm waiting to edit it, Control S, enter. Just go ahead and just save that motherfucker real quick, because I have had Audacity crash and then open it back up and it restores all of them, and then had it crash again and lost them all. Fucking hour and a half worth of me just screaming my head off and singing to where my throat is done for the day. All gone. All for naught. So it's always handy to hit that Control S. That's what I have learned.
But fret not, because next year during WrestleFest we will revisit the thing. But I don't know about the other boys, but for me, I don't want to try and recapture the beauty of the lost episode, because that's going to make everything feel forced. So we'll come back at it in a couple months when it's still fresh again. We'll do another special screening on Discord. I've got a special edition of the thing that I'd like for everybody to watch with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Even with Jeff's qualms with the audio, Jeff, you'll want to be there for this one. It's going to be fun.
I'll give it a watch. I'll just be sure to sit at my PC and not on my phone, where I can actually listen to it.
Is just looking at your layout, is your screen big enough that you could angle it towards that couch back there, and then I guess with your headphones wouldn't be long enough?
I always just sit and I'm in bed.
Oh no! I'm saying if you were watching it on your computer, like, would you be able? Is your screen big enough that if you kicked back there and watched it from back there, you would be able to see it?
I could definitely watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even when we watched Hypercube, I don't know if you can see. There's one of those little, like, furry folding chairs.
Yeah, I love
the Papa John chairs.
Is that what they're called, Papa Johns?
That's what I call them.
Well, either way, that's what I was sitting in when we were watching Hypercube.
Well, no wonder you didn't enjoy Hypercube. You were sitting in a circular chair.
Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing about a tesseract. In 4 dimensions, there's certain angles where maybe it is round.
Nature will find a way.
Nature will piss me off.
Ain't that the truth?
No, you need.
Do we want to give a quick impression of what we thought of the thing, or do we just want to save it all for the later review?
Quick impressions. It was an amazing episode. We all loved it.
We were all impressed by the practical effects, and that's what probably the one thing we talked about the most, the practical effects.
Yeah, and it was my first time checking it out, and I was very, very impressed by it. I think it holds up really well, and I watched it in 4K. So seeing those practical effects in 4K, crystal clear, they still looked good as fuck, dude.
I think I was watching in 2K, and it was, even at 2K, it holds up for shit that was shot for, not expecting that level of detail to be shown on the screen. We might, depending, we might even double feature it and torture ourselves a little bit and watch the Thing prequel, just to have something a little bit new to talk about during it, to be able to bitch about.
Or we'll play the game that ruins the ending of the movie.
So
now, I'm glad you brought that. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, here's what we'll do. Dalton can watch the shitty prequel. Jeff can play the PlayStation game, and I'll get the board game.
There you go.
So how are the practical effects of the board game?
Here's the thing, is that there's a weird magic that all of the TSMP shows seem to have under the banner of production, because that episode didn't even come out. And then I saw an article where John Carpenter's like, yeah, I'm currently working on The Thing 2. And I'm like, what the fuck? This always happens. And then Jeff's like, we've discussed this. The Thing 2 is the video game. And I'm like, I know, but listen, he's doing it. It came from the man himself at one of the cons that he was speaking at. So, like, I might end up being cool. It might end up being Garbo. Who knows? But it.
Well,
one thing we should also mention, that the last episode that both of you got to experience, but no one else will. I took off my I stripped for you boys.
That's right. We got to see Jeff's hairy man chest.
It's like a shag rug on a
just think of Austin Powers. Just think Austin Powers.
I was waiting to hear, yeah, baby.
I'd forgot how damn hairy they made Austin Powers until you just said that. I completely forgot that shit.
You're
we'll
furry
talk about it one
like
day.
Animal.
We'll talk about it one day.
Oh, good. I love those movies, man. Absolutely love them.
But there you have it. Great movie. How have you boys been? How's work?
Well, I had an interesting thing happen to me today at work. So I'm ringing up somebody in drive-thru. And
I'm sorry. Did you?
Oh, you see his.
I'm seeing mix. It's like he knew.
Yeah. So I go in the drive-thru and I take a look to my left, and there's just a dude standing out there with a camera, right? And he's just filming people that are in the drive-thru. And as they leave, he just films them as they leave. And then he goes back and he starts filming whoever's at the drive-thru again. And I went over and I leaned out and I said, like that. And all three of my coworkers, it was Tony, Katie, and Jen, all looked at me and I'm like, there's a dude out there with like a camera, like filming people. So we go in and look, and then Katie goes, yeah, actually we got an email about this. So apparently this was a thing at multiple True Leaves that's been happening, where these are people, I don't know what they call themselves, but they're like First Amendment people who are out there recording. And basically, you see those videos online where like people have a camera and they're obviously goading people like while they're filming them and being like, it's my First Amendment right. I can talk, I can say whatever I want, blah, 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 that kind of thing. It was one of those people out there, just like, so we had an email from corporate basically telling us not to engage with them. You know, they're just wanting to cause a scene so the cops show up, so it becomes a thing, so they have it on film and they can use that as content for whatever they do, yada, yada, yada. And I looked at Katie and I looked at them. I was like, that's fucking wild. Like I had a because then we had patients coming in and being like, what's with the dude out there filming? And we're like, yeah, that's a good question. no idea. One of the dudes is like, man, that's wild. I see it on the internet all the time. I never thought I'd see it in person. I was like, yeah, especially here in Palatka. Like, Palaka's not a big city. You know what I mean? It's like a town with a big river and another town on the other side that's East Palatka. There are two major types of people in Palatka: rednecks and gangstas. Okay? Like that dude, if that dude would have filmed the wrong person, he might have gotten fucking shanked. And I'm not kidding. Like there are areas of Palatka that are not savory. They're not the most savory places, we'll put it that way. And yeah, dude, he was out there. He stood out there for hours until it got dark, and then he realized that our parking lot lights have not caught up with time change. So there's a whole hour where our parking lot is dark as fuck. And yeah, he fucked off when it got really dark out, and that was probably smart on his behalf because he was out there with a pretty expensive camera. And like a lot of people around who would rob his ass on a heartbeat. So my question, have either of you ever seen these people or dealt with these people? Like, what the fuck is reality? I thought this was just some shit on the internet until I witnessed it myself today. Like, what the fuck?
I have not witnessed. I've also seen these things on these videos on the internet. I have never experienced it in person.
It's like, I told Katie, I'm like, should I walk out there and like show him a titty? And Jen goes, well, I'm certainly not going to do that. I'm like, well, I wouldn't expect you girls to do that. I was like, but I'm a dude with titties. I'll gladly show him one. I was like, it's cold too. I'll give him a diamond cutter. Shit. It's like, come on now. It's like, I'm sitting. So when I was on break, sitting in my car on break, scrolling through my phone and stuff. I can see him out of my peripheral vision, just filming me sitting in my car. And I'm like, this is so I was talking to Mick and them, and Nate goes, you ought to call the cops on him. And I'm like, but that's what they want. They want the cops called. So it's like, so they can be like, this is my First Amendment right. What are you trying to take? A little bit later, Willie goes, so did you go out there and choke slam him? I was like, no, I didn't. I so bad, like I wanted to like go out there and just like walk up to him, start talking to him, and just start picking my nose and flicking the boogers and stuff. Just end up on some TikTok.
Smear it on the lens.
Yeah, just
So anyway, I just wanted to it's like, oh, you got a little smudge on the camera there.
You got a little smudge on the. Oh, let me just pick. Yeah, very strange, very strange. Dane, have you ever seen? I know you do Uber, so you're driving around a lot. So
I've not dealt with that kind of person. I have dealt with lots of various other types of crazies in public, but like it's probably been about 15 years. We had one of those guys who has the big billboard size sign hangs off your shoulders and your back type, walking around, with scriptures written on it, screaming at everybody who'll slow down about the apocalypse coming, handing out flyers. And I was bored and went up and struck up a conversation with him.
So tell me about this hell. I've never heard of it before.
I've still got the printout that he gave me somewhere in this office. I'll hunt it down one day. But it has like these insane ramblings about Ronald Reagan forcing the mark of the beast on the U.S. people when he was president and all this other bullshit. I'm like, dude, Bush is president. Because he was out there before Obama got elected doing this shit.
Wow. That makes me think of the time I'm driving through town and there was just a dude carrying a giant cross, just walking down the sidewalk, just lugging this massive fucking wood cross. And I'm like, he's probably got a reason for doing that, but like also what the fuck?
Was it even remotely around Easter?
It was. It
was Labor Day.
It was.
That's just Labor Day tradition.
I want to say it was like 2 or 3 days after the Kirk assassination. It was around like that time.
It was that recent?
Yes, this was. Yeah, it really. Yeah, this was not long ago. It was this dude just walking around with a massive ass cross, and I was like, "Homie, I get the symbolism, but for fuck's sake, you're back." Like that thing is fucking huge. Unless it was balsa wood or something, and I didn't know. But he looked like he was struggling to carry that thing. And
well, it could have been a very hollow cross, and he was just extremely weak.
Could have been that. He could have been a good actor.
Well, because even if he made it out of pine, that shouldn't be too bad unless he's just fully pigeon chested or something like me.
I don't know. I don't know if he was just like practicing for his part in The Passion of the Christ 2, The Second Coming. I really don't know like what the fuck he had going on, but like it was big. And then later on I saw this giant pickup truck with a giant wooden cross in the back of it driving around. I was like, oh, he must have got back to his car. What the fuck was he doing? I still have no answer to this day. No idea.
Trying to make people ask questions. Guess what? It worked.
It worked. If that's, I was like, that worked. If that was what it was, because I have so many questions now as I did then. So
he's just a fanboy.
It's like one other interesting thing that happened to me at work recently, and this is a very quick one, then I'll shut up, was there's a black guy who always comes into our parking lot, and I will replace the word that he normally uses with playa. And he comes up and he knocks on my car window. I'm sitting in there in the brake and roll the window. And he goes, "Yo, what's up, man? Man, I just, I got out of jail a few days ago, and I'm just trying to go over to McDonald's across the street and get a sandwich, man. Can you help a broke player out? You bless a broke player." And I was like, "No, let me see what I got, man." Because I usually don't carry cash on me. So I was like, "Let me see what change I got." And I had some change in my car, and he goes, "Just dump it in my hands. Just dump it in my hands." So I dumped it in there, and there was like a couple of gum wrappers. So he just like flicked those aside, and he goes, "I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. You blessing a broke player. You blessing a broke player. You got any weed?" "Nah, man, I don't carry any weed on me when I'm at work." "Man, fuck!" And then he turned around and walked off. And I just, it took everything I had not to start cracking up laughing at this man. Like, just the way, because he was fiddling with the gum wrapper. He just tossed it on the ground so mad. "Man, fuck!" There's some interesting fucking cats out there in Palatka, dude.
You know what the funniest part about that story is? I'm going to go back and I'm going to edit what you just said and remove the whole playa context. And you're going to get some haters.
Yeah, but not a broke player.
I'm not going to say who, but there's going to be a group of folks who say that's our word.
The player haters, player haters ball. Kelly Osbourne, she got a song called "Papa Don't Preach." I got a song for her ass. It's called "Daughter Can't Sing." Oh, Chappelle, love him.
Fun fact: have you ever tried seeing what happens when you play the word "again" spoken backwards?
No, and I'm not going to say that either. I'm not going to give you any kind of content that you could take my voice and then edit it instead of play it.
You've already said "again."
What?
I've got it.
Again.
Dane would never do that.
I would do that in a fucking heartbeat, and you know it. Oh. All right, I'm a turkey, Jeff. Baste me. What have you got?
Just work. That's all I've been doing. Apart from I finally started getting into cyberpunk. It's fine.
Better than pop punk?
My what?
Better than pop punk?
I wish I knew what pop punk was.
I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door, no. Stuff like that is pop punk.
Screamo, emo, Avril Lavigne, they all kind of fall under the pop punk umbrella.
So that 90s crap that I don't listen to. Fantastic.
Well, early 2000s.
Close enough.
More early 2000s, yeah. Like Stacy's mom, pop punk.
She's got it going on.
As she does.
Now, what if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl and her number was 8675309?
Then her name was Jenny. And she was having relations with a mentally slow man named Forrest.
And hopefully not giving him AIDS, too.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that.
And then Forrest Gump became the Tom Hanks character in Philadelphia. Even though I think Philadelphia came first.
And as he lay dying in his hospital bed, he imagined what it would be like to be a boy in a grown man's body.
Well, Lieutenant Dan still wouldn't eat the ice cream.
with his magic legs.
Oh.
But yeah, no, just work. That's all I've been doing.
Don't even want to make something up like
I
sitting on your testicles or something.
I do that every day because they're so fucking big.
Tanuki style, just bouncing on them down the road to work.
I would only do one bounce and then I would cry.
I think of that episode of South Park where Stan's dad, Randy's trying to get cancer so he can get medical marijuana. Dad, Mom said come inside and stop trying to give yourself cancer. Just trying to get a little cancer, Stan. Tell her it's okay. I'll be inside in a minute. Just going to get a little cancer. He ends up microwaving his balls and then wakes up the next day and then has Jeff balls. They're absolutely massive, and he bounces around town on them. And a bunch of the men join in. There's like a whole line of them bouncing on their testicles, happily smoking joints down the street. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Mick, I'm not watching South Park.
Well, see,
No, if anything,
I wasn't even
Go ahead.
referencing that when I was making the joke. It was a Miyazaki film about tanukis,
yeah, Tanuki and their big ass balls.
which I can only assume that South Park, like Matt Stone or Trey Parker watched that movie and are like, oh, fuck, this is funny.
Wouldn't it be funny if Randy had huge balls and jumped around on him? Like, I can totally see that conversation happening between those guys. Oh, man.
Which,
No.
I can never remember which one's which. Not the curly-haired
Trey
one.
is the curly.
So
Matt is the... Yeah.
See, he is a fluent Japanese speaker and his wife is Japanese, so it wouldn't surprise me if he was a big fan of Miyazaki, just because, you know, that's such a big thing there even before it became popular here in the States.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, God. For him to be as fluent in Japanese as he is, dude, his English thing that he does on South Park is ridiculous.
You ever wonder how often his wife slaps the shit out of him over that?
Gotta be every time a new episode airs. Anytime he walks into a city walk, oh, hello. It's just like, whap!
Down Mongolia.
When I made Mongolian beef last night, that's all I could think the whole time was, hey, damn Mongolian.
Goes home every night and
no,
wife like, you think you're fucking funny, don't you? Well, I mean, this $1 billion check that I got from Paramount says they agree with me.
Well, I was about to say, why don't you ask my fucking bank account? And he runs in the bedroom and she slams and the door slams and she's beating on it. Listen, let me in. I'm just trying to fucking help. Listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
But I will break this goddamn door down.
I will break this goddamn door down.
That was uncalled for, baby. I'm sorry.
No, Jeff, I could probably find the bouncing balls clip and send it to you, and it would take 30 seconds instead of...
I've seen that clip.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I won't subject you to the whole episode, but that one clip, if you hadn't, is funny.
You've seen the clip, so what you're saying is you've watched South Park?
Oh, I'm not going to deny that I have not watched South Park. I'm just saying I won't watch South Park.
Oh.
There is a difference.
So, plane, trains, and automobiles.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, that's right.
Dave, you finally were able to show up for one of the watch-alongs.
Technically, yes.
You were fashionably late, but you were there for the last 10 minutes, so I count
it. 9 of those 10 minutes being the credits.
Yeah. Hey, to your credit, there was a post-credit scene.
Which I never realized.
I was not expecting.
I was going to ask you guys, did you guys watch the post-credit scene?
Dude, I literally, when the credits started, I was like, I could probably turn this off now. Like, post-credit stuff wasn't really a huge thing until after, like, Marvel movies started doing it. And I'm like, but we're having a conversation in the chats about it, so I'll just let it play. And then, son of a bitch, if there wasn't a post-credit scene. And I was like, oh, well, goddamn. And yeah, that scene in the movie too, like the original, where they're all sitting in the office and the guy's looking at it and he goes to say something, and then, dude, I love that kind of comedy where they just linger on something for a while.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, so obviously this is a fantastic movie. There's always one thing that I never understood is the fact that Kevin Bacon is in this movie.
Bro, so young too.
A young Kevin Bacon. He has no lines. His only purpose is to race Steve Martin to catch a cab. He's only on screen for maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then he's gone. Never to be seen again in this movie. It's just like, of all people, how did you get Kevin Bacon?
And I love the fact that in the credits, he's credited as Taxi Racer.
Not to be confused with Robert De Niro, Taxi Driver.
But he's a taxi racer, so he's the long lost cousin of Speed Racer.
There you go. That's the new anime we need. Taxi Racer.
starring Kevin Bacon.
Was this was before Tremors, right?
Yes, by 3 years.
So this might have been maybe not the first role, but like one of his first roles in a big movie, maybe where he just had a cameo, or maybe he was a popping new star.
I still think this is post Footloose, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe that's what it was. Then maybe it was just a cameo.
Yeah. No, this was just a cameo. Footloose came out in 1984.
Well, I mean, if anybody's going to beat someone in
and
a foot
apparently
race,
he also made his debut in Animal House, so he had been an established actor, a film actor at this point, and all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, why not? I'll work for you, John Hughes.
I got to watch Animal House again. I didn't remember. I remember Belushi, because Belushi's got the famous ladder scene in that movie, but I don't remember Kevin Bacon. That's cool. So, I have a fun story about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Well, it's not necessarily fun. So, like, I had seen this movie once before, right? And it was in a hazy fever dream. And I'm not just saying that because my camera decided to unfocus for some reason.
I was going to say that was fun timing on that.
It was almost like it was fading out into like, we're going
it grabbed
back
my
to
attention.
see it.
I'm looking like we're going to get to see this flashback on your webcam.
Like it just fades to the flashback. That'd be super
only
cool.
Yesterday.
Man, if only technology.
Only yesterday.
But
and then you hear the diddling.
So this would have been COVID happened. Was it 2021, 2022, somewhere around in there? It was it 2020? Okay, so this would have been
February
2019. This would have been 2019, maybe late 2018. I got like really fucking sick. Couldn't hold any food down, coughing, just throwing up, fever, like feverishly in and out of sleep for like a week and a half, to the point that like my dad was getting ready to take my ass to the hospital just so they could put fluids into me so I could be hydrated, like intravenously or however the fuck they do it. But I finally was able to keep down some ginger ale mixed with Pedialyte. I watched 2 movies while I was in that state and had zero recollection of either of them, except I remembered watching them. One was The Croods, which is like the animated movie about the caveman family.
Right? Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Wonderful film.
Is he in there? What?
Yeah, he's the dad.
So, I remember zero about it. It was like the whole thing feels like a fever dream to me. And then the other movie
you couldn't
that
tell
I watched
by looking at him.
When I tell you I remember nothing about that movie, I remember nothing.
The joke is
Lebowski.
It's a cartoon.
Nothing. Oh, right. Okay, got it. Duh. But the other movie that I watched and I remembered little to nothing about was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. The only thing I remembered about it was the heartwarming revelation at the end. Sad, but heartwarming.
Heartwarming?
Like the sad revelation, and then the way it ends, like where he brings him into his family.
Okay, the ending is heartwarming, but it's just like the heartwarming revelation, his wife is dead.
Yeah, yes.
The scene where it's like, hey, what's this?
Smile.
What's this heart-shaped things with these strings hanging? I'm just going to tug at these strings right here.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God, dude. So I remembered that, but other than that, I really didn't remember the shenanigans throughout. And man,
there's a lot of shenanigans, and that's when we get further into it. I have some issues with the traveling, and in terms of the statistics of it. For example, so when the car is set on fire, we clearly see right behind them there's a road sign that says Chicago, I think 108 miles. And I looked them up on a map. It puts it north of Champaign.
I was about to say you're near Chicago, so you could probably kind of like figure out where that would be.
So let's put it like that. That's basically like maybe that's less than a 2-hour drive on highway speeds. So they stop at a motel. That's perfectly fine. It was a very fraught day. They just lost everything because the car went up in smokes. So they start traveling the next day. I don't know the amount of time has passed between when they left the hotel and when they get arrested. I have to, but then all of a sudden they get picked up by a truck. It's like, yep, we're going to be home in about 3 hours. It's like, no. John Hughes, I call bullshit.
Now, they were trying to get home to
Chicago.
Oh, was it? They were trying to get to Chicago? I'm sorry, they were leaving New York.
Yeah.
They
were leaving New York.
That's right.
They got diverted to Wichita. They took a train, which took... I'm actually on Wikipedia, and I have a rough map of their travels. So they landed in Wichita.
Jeff is going full autist on this.
Hey man, when you've seen this movie as many times as I have, you try to find the nitpicks.
Listen, Dane's gonna have the same reaction when we record Mist later this week. He's gonna be like, "All right, let's do it.
Time to tear this shit apart."
You think he was autistic about trains?
But yeah, no, but the whole traveling thing, I call a lot of bullshit.
Holy fuck, there is a map.
I told you.
All right, well, obviously now I gotta look this up too. Hold on.
On the Wikipedia map, on the Wikipedia page for planes, trains, and automobiles. Even getting from St. Louis to Chicago is like 4 hours or 5 hours. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's get out the old Google Maps. And yes, but I-50, I think that take I-55 from St. Louis to Chicago, and I believe that road existed back in 1987. So, dude, like I said, talk amongst yourselves.
They've got it broken up into what should have been their flight, and then the part they traveled by train, the part Here's my question though. So my geography teacher in school, in high school, was a baseball coach who didn't really give a shit about teaching geography. So, I'm trying to remember which one is Illinois. Okay, so penis of water coming down. It's the one right to the left of it, right to the bottom. Looks like a chess piece upside down.
I don't know. You get
it
north
was built
of Kentucky,
in the 60s and 70s. So yes, this road existed, and it should have taken them 4.5 hours to get from St. Louis to Chicago, and yet it took them a day and a half.
Well, okay. In their defense, this movie could have also been called.
There's no defense.
This movie could have also been called "The Men with the Worst Luck in the Universe."
Well, everything that happens,
the tight ass
and the way it plays out can be summed up in the words "for the lulz."
Yeah, for the lulz. Like, when was the last time you heard of a train breaking down?
I don't know if you're familiar with the news last year where a bunch of them were blowing up and derailing.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
and you also, it's like you could be like, oh, but what about plane? And then you're like, oh wait, 2 days ago a plane went down in Kentucky, and a plane crashed into an oil recycling plant. Like, what the fuck? It was raining oil for 10 miles in every direction.
When was the last time a rental car caught on fire?
Well, let me tell you about my rental car experience. I will say this whole movie could have been avoided if Steve Martin would have just stayed in the airport in Wichita. Because if you listen to the news broadcast, when the wife is his wife is had fallen asleep, the TV is still on. You can hear them, the broadcasters say, so the news or the runways at O'Hare have been cleared, and business is going to start resuming momentarily.
The smartest person in the entire movie was his buddy at the very beginning of the movie. It's like, dude, you're not going to make the 6.
Well,
don't even try. Take a later flight.
Which I think was the dad from Ferris Bueller.
I love that where he gets in the elevator, and as the door's shutting, his buddy just leans in and goes, "You'll never make the 6."
Hold on.
deleted
Keep
scene.
talking. I'm
His
just,
buddy was actually a part gypsy and was cursing him.
I'm actually a Jinn. Nice to meet you.
I thought maybe they were the same character. No. The guy's name was John. The dad's in Ferris Bueller was named Tom.
Since Jeff, since you'll probably never actually play it because you bounced off of it, do you remember in the very beginning of The Witcher 3 in the tavern where you meet the bald guy and he starts talking to you and he's like, Geralt's like, have you seen a woman? She smells like lilac and gooseberries. And the dude's like, yeah, I know her. You know, yada, yada, Yennefer. I know, like, not everyone, you know, yada, yada, yada. That guy is actually a djinn, and he is the antagonist of not Blood and Wine, the Heart of Stone. He's actually a bad guy who comes in later, but they just introduce him in the random shit in the beginning of the game, and you'd never know. I love little shit like that. Hidden.
Chekhov's bald guy.
Chekhov's bald guy. Yeah. There you go.
Was his skin blue? Because that definitely would have given it away.
No, actually it wasn't.
But yeah, the reason we picked this movie is just because it's the Thanksgiving season, and also because of the fact that I don't know if you guys have watched it yet, but I had recently just finished watching I Like Me, the John Candy documentary. I believe I posted in the Discord in the first 2 minutes. I already had tears in my eyes. It's like, damn it, John, you were taken from us way, way too soon.
There were so many beloved fat comedians that we lost at too young an age. John Candy, Belushi, Farley.
Even
two of those were out of the cocaine, and 2 out of 3 ain't bad. What?
Meatloaf ain't fat no more. He's dead.
Meatloaf meth.
The stand-up comedians too, man. Ralphie May and John Panay, both big dudes.
Man, I just recently just started listening to John Pinette.
Dude,
is it Panay or is it Pinette?
I've always called him Panay, but it could be. I think it's, you know, it could be either or. That motherfucker somewhere over the buffet.
You've been here for an hour. My wife crying.
You scare my wife. Yeah, that guy's funny as fuck.
Eat some vegetables.
I always loved his extended warranty bit.
We're trying to call you about your car's extended warranty.
No, this was buying an extended warranty on a TV.
Oh, no, I don't know.
What do I need the extended warranty for? In case the TV breaks. The TV is going to break, I ain't going to buy it. No, it's the most reliable television on the market, this, that, and the other. Then what do I need an extended warranty for? And the nonsense escalates to the point where he's brawling the salesman in the parking lot.
I can hear it in his voice. And now we're fighting, and we're in the parking lot. We're throwing fists.
And as he's laying bleeding on the ground, he's like, what do I need the extended warranty for? I get an extra commission if you buy the warranty. Okay, well, come on, let's go. I'll throw you an extra couple bucks. Let's do
Why did you just say that?
It's Free Willy.
Yeah, dude. And I will always go back to the Artie Lang quote from Beer League. You know, who gets laid less than a funny fat guy? A serious fat guy. So, shout out to funny fat guys.
I'm just a funny bald dude.
I will say, so going back to the documentary, the scene where Steve Martin is belittling him, John Candy, in the hotel room.
Oh, that's a rough watch.
Well, Steve Martin hated it because he just felt like he was just insulting the guy. It just sounded like he was. I'm just belittling this man, and even at this, he's like, John Candy's like one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. It's just I'm yelling and belittling him. I hated doing this scene.
I like had this weird relatableness with John Candy's character in this movie because fat guy, short curly hair. When my hair is short, that's what it looks like, and I have been reamed like that before, so that scene was like giving me flashbacks of sorts.
Yeah, but he had a better mustache than you do.
Yo, yeah, because this is not a real mustache. This is just a lip cover that I have grown.
Well,
I
it's
will say
just too
that-
thick to be a molestache, so you're fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it was one, if it was, yeah. No,
Not all
I would get rid
molesters
of
have
it that way.
mustaches. Some of them shave them for court. So
Speaking of molesters, so the next morning in that hotel room, after they're just like, Dell, why did you kiss my ear? Why are you holding my hand? Where's your other hand? Between two pillows.
those are
aren't
pillows.
Dude, when
Did
they
you guys pay attention to the wall behind them?
No.
There's two handprints.
No,
It's
what
a-
made me laugh about, oh, go ahead, Jeff.
No, it's just like what kind of act? Because it's one of those where it's just like, okay, we're really getting hot and heavy. It's just like, it's just like someone leaning up against the wall and someone just like, what kind of action is going on behind them?
What made me laugh hardest about that scene is when they do their freak out and they're standing up and they're like, oh, did you see that Bears game the other week?
The Bears.
Me and Connor both in the
Oh,
chat.
man,
Me
they're
and Connor-
going all the way. They're going all the way. They did not. This was 2 years post 1985.
Connor and I both in the chat at the same time went, duh, Bears.
The Bears,
Duh, Bears.
football, Ditka,
Detka.
sausage.
Fucking Chris Farley coughing up a fucking like steak. Oh man, the golden era of Saturday Night Live. Well, one of the golden era. But dude, what a comedy powerhouse of Steve Martin and John Candy together. Like God, both those dudes are funny as shit, and then you just put them together. This movie is hilarious.
Well, one thing that what was it? BuzzFeed. How it's like you're always supposed to get like those crazy trivias, or even on IMDb. So one of the facts was the state trooper was a real state trooper, and he had no idea that he was walking up to Steve Martin and John Candy's car. It's like, guys, that's Michael McKean. He's the guy. He was Mr. Green in Clue. He's the one at the end. It's just like, I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
I was about to say that guy has been in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
I know he was one of the gifts brought back when they went to their home planet in Coneheads. It's like, here, we brought some human slaves.
Let's see. What's the other movie that I know him? I know him from a few things. But I feel like, oh yeah, he's in Airheads. That's the movie I know him from.
Yeah, I was thinking he was in Airheads too.
Yeah. So I think he's one of the big wigs before the greasy douchebag comes in at the end. Oh, Spinal Tap. That's what I'm trying to think of. That's what he was in. Is the other one. Airheads, and he was in Spinal Tap.
Oh, he was one of the voices in Small Soldiers.
That's a great fucking movie. Small.
He was
I don't know if it
also-
holds
Wait,
up,
they're
but-
making
He
a
was also
Spinal
the
Tap
chief of
too?
police.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So you're telling me it goes up to 12?
I just saw where like I don't know if it's national or if it's just an internet thing where they have deemed November 11th as Heavy Metal Day because 11/11 because it's turned up to 11 twice. I have no other answer for or anything for you, Jeff. That's just what I read.
People are stupid.
Oh, they'll come up with anything. It's like March 10th is Mario Day.
Well, November 11th is also Leonardo DiCaprio's birthday.
We're
He wore a metal face in that one movie.
we're a day late, but happy birthday, Fallout 4.
Yeah. Oh, today's also Skyrim's original release date, right? 11/11?
Yeah, Fenny posted that also.
All kinds of shit.
So, tell me, what was some of your favorite scenes in this movie? What did you like? What annoyed you?
I'm trying to think of one that like jumped out to me as one that I really, really liked because the whole movie was fucking funny. I did enjoy when they're driving in the car, and I believe it was after John Candy had almost wrecked because he was trying to take off his jacket because it was so hot in the car. But they were driving, and the people on the other rolled the window down. They're like, "You're gonna kill somebody!" Like, oh, just these crazies. But you're going the wrong way.
They must be
How
drunk.
would they know we're going the wrong way?
How do they know where they're going?
Like, that whole scene was fantastic, dude. And then they finally turn and they see the two trucks oncoming, and they're like, oh, God.
Even though they should have seen those trucks long ago, but comedy.
Yeah. And when I didn't realize what he was doing at first. When Steve Martin first started going, and nothing was coming out, I was like, oh, was that a voiceover fuck up? Because I was like, was he supposed to be saying something and it's not there? But then I realized he was doing the truck type thing.
What I absolutely love, this is a PG movie, except because of one scene, the scene in the airport, where he goes on a 2-minute tirade where he's like, I want a fucking Mustang, a fucking Honda, a fucking Buick. I want a fucking car right fucking now. Because of that scene, this is rated R.
Yeah, I learned from the movie Be Cool, which was about the movie industry. John Travolta's riding in the car with somebody, and he looks at him and he goes, do you know that a PG-13 movie is only allowed to say the F word one time? If you say the F word more than once, it becomes a rated R movie? I say, fuck that. Or something like that, and that's the only F word in the whole movie, and that movie's rated PG-13. And I just thought that was a great meta joke.
Well, it's the same thing with, I believe it was X-Men First Class. Yes, superhero movie, but was Xavier and Magneto are trying to recruit Wolverine, and he just goes, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
There it is. There's your PG-13. Even dude, Venom 2, PG-13 movie. Fuck this guy.
That scene with Steve Martin where he just loses it. I come in here with your fucking smile on your fucking face.
I did not like how relatable that scene was because it's very infrequent, but yeah, that's kind of how I act when I lose my shit on somebody.
And they just stare at you blankly. It's just like, you're fucked.
Oh, well then you're fucked.
Which was a beautiful comeback. Do you have your rental agreement? I threw it away. Then you're fucked.
I will say, for the longest time, the first time I saw this movie not on TV, I've always just seen this movie on TV, and they censor that scene down hard. And it just ends with them just going, you're screwed. So the first time I ever heard that scene where it's just like, I want a fucking car right now, it's just like, oh wow. So that's why this movie's hard.
He goes hard in that one spot. Yeah, that one's good.
He gets lifted up by his testicles.
They had to actually give him helium for that next scene.
Do you have any idea how much I wish you had?
I don't know what you're talking about, but it is.
Just go with the flow.
It was very coincidental throughout the movie how he kept running into John Candy. Like, he would go somewhere new and boom, there's John
Do you know
Candy.
why that is? The script told him so.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ. Of course, Jeff. Thank you, Doc Of.
That's what I'm here for.
Captain Buzz Killington reporting for duty.
And my hourly announcement, Mick, I'm not watching South Park. I just have to make sure he understands.
I'm just waiting for everybody on Discord to start rickrolling you with the South Park theme song.
It's a good theme song.
It is Primus, man. Going down to South Park, gonna have ourselves time. The other scene that I really like in this movie is when John Candy's hustling up some money, so he's selling his shower rings as like, this one was signed by Queen Victoria. And he gives those the three young girls, and he goes, "Oh yeah, with those on, you definitely look 18. And they all hand them money. I'm like, that's so relatable. Like, I remember long ass time ago, I think I would have been like 20, 21, right? I'm at the gas station getting some gas, and this kid comes up to me, couldn't have been like 14, right? Still had braces. And he goes, "Hey man, think you could go inside and buy me a can of dip?" And I just laughed at him. And I'm like, bruh, your parents there's like $5,000 in your mouth right now. No, I'm not going to buy you dip. What the fuck? Respect your fucking parents, kid. And it just reminded me like those girls, like, we're going to put these earrings on and then we're totally going to go buy cigarettes. Like, they make us look 18. We're not going to get carded. We'll go to the club. Like, I can hear the whole fucking conversation in my head.
I will say the most relatable scene for me, at least, and when they in the hotel room, the second hotel, and they're just like, "Yep, we've raided the bar. We've got our little shots of liquor. They're eating the bags of Doritos." I'm like, "Yep, this is living."
Oh, the old school bags of Doritos too. But yeah, when John Candy's like, "What you looking for, man?" "I got a tequila." "Yeah, I'll take that." He just tosses them tequila. It's like, see, that's at that point, they're having a good time together. You know what I mean? It's like there's no tension in that scene, and it's really like that's a scene that really shows off the chemistry that the two had as far as being able to portray buddies, even though most of the movie they are. Well, let me rephrase this. Steve Martin is a dick through most of the movie, but
I think the thing that just impressed me the most, because it's been decades since the last time I watched this movie, the fact that they did a style of comedy that's not aged. Because you know how most of the time, especially with like dedicated comedy films, because nowadays you don't really get a comedy movie anymore. It's always comedy / horror
Drama.
or comedy / drama, or
Yeah.
like the superhero movies are the closest things to a consistent comedy source anymore. But a dedicated comedy film that, yeah, it does hit you in the feels right there at the ending. But comedy usually ages because it's of its era.
Mm-hmm.
I really felt the whole time watching this like, yeah, this hasn't aged today. Yeah, everyone's still got old, of the time haircuts, of the time clothing, but
Yeah.
the jokes hold up.
and I think that's because the jokes weren't like based on things from the 80s. You know what I mean? The jokes weren't really based on things like, it wasn't a lot of racial jokes or sexism jokes or anything like that would have aged poorly. It was all shtick and slapstick type stuff, and then just shenanigans. And shenanigans,
or it's just bad luck. It's like, okay, I have one hotel room left. We have to share a room. All right, fine. It's just like, okay. So they escalated it. They have to share a queen size bed. So that's why we eventually get the where's your other hand? Between two pillows. It's just like the it's just the unfortunate just keeps the bad luck just keeps escalating.
Yeah. You want to take a
And then
shower?
there's like-
What? No.
No.
You thought I meant to go? No. I just meant ask you want to go first. It was,
Yeah.
see that Bears game?
Is this Owen's son? Yeah, I think so. I think so. I hope not. So they have to drive in the bed of a pickup truck, and it's like, what do you think the temperature is? 1.
One? Yeah.
He's trying to warm up his hands, but there's a pair of gloves right in front of him, and the dog he just nipped the end of the skin.
Just
Give him the damn gloves.
Yeah, the fact that he could feel that, he didn't need the gloves.
Yeah.
That dog took
Well,
a
he
finger and
definitely
he
didn't
didn't
feel it at
notice
the
it.
end.
Yeah, you know what? Probably get the gloves.
They didn't feel it at the end.
just the way that John Candy just went one. It was just chef's kiss. His comedic timing was great.
And like you said at the very beginning of the movie, they let the jokes breathe. it wasn't trying to hit you with laugh after laugh after laugh. You know, you've got the build up, and you're like, oh, some bullshit's going to happen. Like, I remember when I was a kid, every time I would watch the movie, I would forget the ending, and I distinctly remember because it popped back in my head, and I remembered having this feeling when I was a kid. Oh, the punchline is going to be that John Candy's actually loaded, and at the end of the movie, he really does have all the money on him, and he's going to pay him back. And that's going to be the big punchline for the whole, every time you turn around, it's Steve Martin banned for shit. Because I remembered having that feeling going, oh, wait, no, that's not the ending of the movie. It's the sad ending.
Yeah. Well, sad and then happy. But yeah, that scene is crushing.
I won't say happy, but I'll say bittersweet, at least for John Candy. But one thing I always just warms my heart. It's probably just the one scene in the movie where he's on the L train. He's looking forward to returning to his family, and he's just thinking about his warm house, Thanksgiving dinner right in front of him, and he has his wife and children surrounded him. It's just like that's a nice, sweet, warm moment. And then all of a sudden he starts thinking about his adventures, and that's when he's like, wait a minute.
He starts piecing together.
He starts piecing everything together. I haven't been home in years. All that. And that's why it's just like, Marie's been dead for 8 years.
I don't have a home. Yeah, dude, what a fuck. Oh, man. And then, so like you're watching that, and then my brain goes back to the scene where he reams his ass. And then what John Candy says back, teary-eyed, being like, I like me. You don't have to like me. And then I think it's a little bit later after the car had caught fire, they end up at that hotel, and John Candy's just sitting in the car, and he goes, well, you were right, Marie. And he starts talking to his wife and everything. And then that was the moment when I was watching it with Con and everybody that I remembered, oh shit, his wife's dead. And I immediately got really sad. It's like when he was talking to her, and I'm like, oh, that's right. Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Well, what's about that scene where he's reaming him, in the documentary, it's just like this was written about me, not that this wasn't written about the Dell character. This was written about me, John Candy. And you're listening to because they have his children on it, his wife. They have a bunch of people he worked with, like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. They even got Macaulay Culkin, Catherine O'Hara. If you haven't watched it yet, I strongly recommend, but be warned, you will cry. Because the entire time, I'm just thinking, fuck. John, you were a sweet, sweet person, and you were taken from us way too soon. And the reason he was taken is just because, he got pushed around by Hollywood, It's like he was trying to make himself healthier, and Hollywood was basically pushing him. It was like, no, people want the big guy. So it's just like, okay, he was forced to put that, whatever weight he took off, say it was like 80 pounds, he was forced to put it back on. And then he just started overworking himself, and that's what led to him having a heart attack.
It's a fucking bummer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hollywood's weird like that, where like people get typecast and they don't want you to be anything else.
Yeah.
It's like there's a Mexican actor. I can't remember his actual name. You would know him though. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Danny Trejo.
And no, it's not,
I was actually thinking like Machete.
No, this is a guy who always plays like a side character. But if you look up his
Hector.
Yes, you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you look up his IMDb, like at least 40 movies he's been in, he's played a character Hector.
Well, it's the same thing we discussed where Keanu Reeves has played 8 John characters.
Yeah, he's played so many Johns. What the fuck? Hollywood be wild, man.
Yep.
Hollyweird.
Dane, what was your favorite scene? I don't know if you've told us yet.
As much as I hate for how relatable it is, I also do love the chewing out the rental car lady scene.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was anything that stood out to me that we haven't already talked to death.
The the breakdown he has before that scene when the bus leaves, and he's like, "I need a ride," and he's just fed up. He throws his shit down, throws the papers up in the air, kicking the fucking air. It's also relatable.
Mm-hmm. Well, he should have gotten a Lincoln Town Car.
Oh. Yeah, just the whole movie. The whole fucking movie.
I do have one question for you boys that just popped into my head.
Go for it.
If you hailed a taxi and it pulled up and it was like a jacked up Mustang with like a greaser from Fallout 3 and fucking the snakes or whatever
Tunnel
that
snakes.
group's called. The tunnel snakes. And the fucking driver is part of the tunnel snakes and you get in, I would take that taxi personally. I'd be like, this is going to be a fun ride. Let's go, dog. Crank that Van Halen. Let's ride. Or Def Leppard, excuse me.
I'm like, well, this is going to be interesting.
Exactly. It's like, I'm going to come out of this with a story. Let's go.
Well, I'll put it like this. In any other situation, you're like, okay, this is going to be interesting. If it was like 12 o'clock at night, you're in the middle of Kansas because you've been, for one, you've been at the airport for, what was it, like 2-3 hours. Then it got diverted because of weather. So it's just like, okay, I'm pissed off. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. And then it's just like, oh, your friend had never been here before. I just wanted to show him the town. I just like, take me to the hotel right fucking now.
That would be my kind of fucking.
Get the fuck out of my cab. Get the fuck out of my cab. That's what I would be like, man, come on. I had a rough night and I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
I really hate the fucking Eagles, man. I was about to say the same thing. Yes, bitch.
Get the fuck out of my cab.
I remember me and my dad were talking about the Big Lebowski, and I always make that joke. Oh, I hate the fucking Eagles, man. And my dad just goes, relatable.
Well, the Eagles band, the Philadelphia Eagles. Every time it's just like the Eagles, like yesterday, they beat the Packers, which is like, well, I'm kind of conflicted because I'm a Bears fan, and Bears fans are supposed to hate the Packers. So it's like, okay, fine, they lost, but I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Is Green Bay the cheese? Is that the cheese heads? They're
Yes.
the ones that wear the cheese on their heads. Okay, yeah.
See, I always rooted for Green Bay just because it pissed off my father, and my brother would root for Jeff Gordon because it pissed off my father. Trolls from a very early age.
You'd be like, "What's your favorite NFL team?" My dad probably be like, "I don't know, the Braves." Like, he doesn't give a shit. He'd probably tell you Jaguars just because it's Jacksonville, but he could give a fuck. I like the Ravens because they wear purple. That's how I do things. Jacksonville because I'm from there, and Ravens because they wear purple.
You like the Ravens because you quote the Raven. Nevermore.
Nevermore.
It's still funny to hear how James Earl Jones was huge and Simpsons voices in I think the first Treehouse Horror. He was a narrator. He was one of the aliens.
That's awesome. I haven't seen Treehouse of Horror in so long. Any of them. I hope they still do that.
I think they do.
They do. I think the most recent one, it's just like everyone is anime.
That sounds cool.
I think they were trying to do a spoof of Death Note. Yes.
Simpsons did it.
But yeah.
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
I don't know what more we could say about this movie, just because, for one, it's a great, quick 90 minutes.
Crisp, clean.
Like
And
any
like you said,
movie that's got a 90-minute runtime, Jeff will at the very least praise that runtime.
Yeah.
Hey man, I want to watch a quick movie and then play my video games.
I'm gonna feel so bad when I hit you with a movie that's like 180 minutes. Or 240
Return of the
minutes
King
long.
extended cut.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're watching the extended cut of the Lord of the Rings.
We're going to do all 12 hours. Hey man,
dude,
I've watched the extended cuts. They're excellent.
We used to watch it
they're
every
fucking
Thanksgiving.
fantastic.
That was actually a family tradition until my grandma died. I don't know why when she died we stopped doing it because she couldn't give a shit. But we would every Thanksgiving we would watch the full start to finish extended Lord of the Rings cut while the turkey overcooked.
Yeah, I remember going to see. I went to see with my very first girlfriend. We saw the Return of the King in theaters, and we held hands. And I remember both of our hands being so sweaty after the movie was over because it was like 3.5 hours of just sitting there holding hands. Dude. The movie was long as fuck, and it ends like 5 times.
Yes.
But it's great. I'm not hating on it though. I love it. I love Lord of the Rings.
I love those movies, but it's just movies about walking.
That's why
Even the trees walk in that fucking movie.
Just one.
That fucking scene in Clerks 2. There's only one Return of the King. And there's only one return, and it ain't of the King. It's of the Jedi. Fucking Star Wars nerd.
2 moments that the Return of the King always hits me hard. I always have a little teary-eyed, where they're at the foot of the mountain, and Frodo just can't go on. So Sam is just like, "Then we do this together. I may not be able to carry it for you, but I can't carry you." And he lifts him up. It's like, "Damn it, Sam, you're the hero of this fucking series."
And then
Sam
at the straight end, bricks in Frodo's mouth. Oh, sorry, Jeff. That was Clerks 2 quote. Sorry, continue.
Yep. And then at the end, where it's just like, "My friends, you bow to no one."
You bow to no one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone didn't cry at that moment.
I will say that one part of that scene that always makes me go, "Ew," a little gill, are the people at the very edge of the that long, I don't even know what you want to call that giant terrace at Minas Tirith. It's like there's people at the very edge, and there's no railing.
Yeah, dog. It's like, I'm going to move 3 rows in. If you guys don't mind, let me just squeeze through here.
There's no ocean in Middle Earth.
Can we at least get a low wall?
I need to watch those again.
Around Mordor. We're going to make the elves pay for it. Dude, we ought to do those for the pod sometime, dude. Lord of the Rings, that'd be great.
Hey, I'm willing to watch them because I see them on Prime.
No, that's too good of a
extended
time.
version.
Watch the extended Hobbit. Do something that'll make us all miserable instead.
I refuse out of principle.
I remember being baffled the first time me and my buddy Dustin we were walking through Walmart, and we were both blazed, but it was right when like the new like high definition 4K TVs came out, and they were playing one of the Hobbit movies. And you remember the Hobbit movies, they did them in a weird frame rate, so they look like
48 FPS.
Yeah, they look weird when you watch them. Like they look odd. And I remember looking at that TV and being like, that literally looks like I could step through this screen. Like, what's the normal movie? Isn't it like 28
24
frames per second or 24?
Yeah, 24
frames per second. And they did it in double 48.
Double the frame rate and
that looked
3D.
like it was.
Like the first time I watched Hobbit, because my brother had got a 3D TV. So the first time I watched it was in 3D on his television. And yeah, the 48 frames helps when you're watching it in 3D. Makes it easier to watch than 3D film in 24 frames. But when you're just watching it standard flat, it's weird.
It's very strange.
And what it is you miss the motion blur.
With a camcorder.
That's what it is. Where it's going so fast, you don't get the motion blur. And that is so ingrained into our language of film that whenever you don't have it, it hits the uncanny valley.
I get the same, like when I watch soap operas and like when I see them on a TV in 4K, they're filmed in a weird frame rate too, I feel like, because it's just
in cheap digital 60 FPS. In a world where everyone like brags about 60 FPS on everything. Yeah, but for film that doesn't work. We're used to 24. That's a cinematic feeling. If you film in it to how frame rate feels cheap.
Which is weird, but it's totally true. So
what's our final thoughts on planes, trains, and automobiles?
I mean, even though I have my nitpicks, it's just because I have watched this movie so many times. It's become a Thanksgiving tradition for me. I always watch this movie at least once a year. It's the same with It's a Wonderful Life for Christmas. But that one I've been watching at a very young age. Yeah, it's just like my parents are like, all right, time to gather around. We're gonna have our home run in pizza, and we're gonna watch It's a Wonderful Life. And even though my brothers have ended that, they just like it's a great movie, but we're tired of watching it. I still watch it. It's the same with this movie. This movie is fantastic. I'll never. Even if it's on TV, it's like, oh, it's only 20 minutes in. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I really think it's a fantastic movie. Like I said, the first time I watched it was like a weird fever dream, so I was glad to come back to it. And this might be one that I add in my like movies that I watch during the holidays. Like Jeff, you said, yours for Christmas. Mine has always been Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I'm not sure why, but it's just like a good, wholesome movie to watch around the holidays. That kind of doesn't really fit in, but to me it does. Candy, chocolate makes me think of, I don't know, chocolate makes me think of the holidays. I'm not sure why, but and I could totally see this one being one that I'll throw on around Thanksgiving, because in my head I thought they were trying to get home for Christmas, and no, it's Thanksgiving. So there's one other thing. Do you think that moment at the very end of the movie, they come walking into the house and Steve Martin's like, honey, or he's introducing John Candy to the family, and then his wife comes down and he's like, honey, this is, and he says his name, I can't remember his name, and he introduces Dale Griffith. That's right. This is Dale Griffith, and then it shows his wife's face and she just looks so relieved. That is the look of a woman who is like, oh, thank God he wasn't with a woman. Like, he wasn't cheating on me. He was with a fat guy. Oh, we're good. But no, this is a fucking great movie. R.I.P. John Candy, one of the greats.
Amazing film. Well aged. Timeless jokes. If you haven't watched, you gotta.
And watch I Like Me, the John Candy documentary.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to maybe check that out on my next day off. I don't need to, watch it tomorrow before work and go in all puffy-eyed.
Have tissues.
So, one last thing to cover. A new tradition. Final segment to polish an episode off on. We're now doing one-line summaries of the films that we cover for Letterboxd. So, if we could sum up our thoughts on this film in a single line for our Letterboxd account, what would we do? And I know I have an idea. Those aren't pillows.
I know you told us about this, and I still didn't put any thought into it.
I'm just hoping for running gags from our episode to end up filling in the hole.
Those aren't pillows. ... But did you see the Bears game?
Okay, wait. Okay, here it is. What's with the handprints?
Those aren't pillows. Did you see the Bears game? Wait, what's up with those handprints above the headboard?
Next time you watch the movie, you look for the handprints. All of a sudden, you're just like, why are they there? What kind of action did this room see?
It's one of those motels.
Well, yes. I mean, it was right across from a pig farm.
All right, so we've got our Letterboxd review. And
So I do have a recommendation. First, we're talking about this. I mentioned this a couple of days ago. It's just like, man, I just watched this movie. If you permit me, Dane, I'll give you 2 picks in December, because this movie, for the next movie, I just recently watched Four Brothers, and I completely forgot that this takes place around Thanksgiving.
I would be fine doing
So
Four
what do you
Brothers,
think?
but you need to be careful giving me an extra pick in December, because you know what December is. It's Nick Cage month.
Oh, and here I was thinking like, oh,
We got Nick Cage
December,
month, and then we've got the drunken review.
Here I thought Dane's going to throw Santa with muscles at Jeff.
I thought about it.
Christmas movie, Hulk Hogan as Santa Claus. Yeah, brother. What would you like for Christmas, little boy?
So we're watching that and Suburban Commando. Why? Because I was frozen today.
We will have. I'm sure we'll have a
Nick Cage.
Hulkamania month.
Hulkamania May.
Well, March is WrestleFest, which is
WrestleFest.
totally intentional for his birthday. We definitely planned that last year.
We talked about it. It also, that's why it was like, man, we need to talk about the thing. Let's save it for Spooktober.
Yeah, fuck me.
So you guys fine with my pick?
I'm fine doing another
Yeah,
one
we're
for
fine.
Thanksgiving.
Hell yeah. So next episode, Four Brothers.
I'll seek it out this week.
It's certainly a lot better than Hypercube.
Listen, I promise the next movie that I throw at you will be better than Hypercube was.
And it will star Nick Cage.
Gotta set.
So next Dalton pick, we're watching Cool World. It's like, fuck you.
Now, if I was gonna pick a movie that had "cool" in the title, bro, I'd be like, let's watch Cool Runnings because that also has John Candy.
That's a great movie.
Jamaica got the bobsled team. Hell yeah, dude, that movie's great.
So I think we've covered everything we need to. So if you've made it this far,
And so much more besides.
oh yeah, well, like there's a 20 minutes of unaired content before we actually started the show. All over the fucking place. I should just trim that out and type it out at the end as a stinger again. That'd be funny. But if you've made it this far,
You could
don't
do
know
that
how.
or
Go ahead, Jeff.
no, that's nothing.
No, we can
I was
sit here all
just
night.
No, I was just gonna. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You guys are just waiting for me, and I'm just
Jeff, wake up. Say it. What you want to say, Jeff? What's so goddamn important,
No, I was
Jeff?
just gonna say nothing. No, just the stinger will just be clip snippets from the Thing episode that was lost forever because of you.
That so reminded me of when we were recording. God damn, my fucking cheeks hurt right now, right? Like legitimately hurt from laughing. That episode of Steam Machine where Mikolov kept interrupting Willie and he did it again and Willie goes, so Mick, you want to interrupt me a third time? Make it a hat trick? And just I just like fucking died. Like, so good, dude.
Oh, I love you guys.
Ow.
Love you too.
Oh, you too, buddy.
So if you've made it this far, God bless you. But I've been Mr. Puzzles. He's been Grumpy Jeff. That's been Steam Machine Dalton. You've been the audience. Thank you for sticking with us this far. Do you have any lovely, lovely parting words for these lovely, lovely people, Jeff? Our viewers, as it were.
We've been robbed.
See the Bears game?
How about the Bears? Like, going all the way.
Our theme song is Pheonix Down by Nile The Nightmare. You can find a link to that track as well as his full discography in the show notes or by visiting nilethenightmare.bandcamp.com. Want to hang out with us and a bunch of other entertaining degenerates? Join us on Discord at bit.ly/TSMPDiscord, all caps. Enjoy the show, rate us where you're at, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one.